Hey everybody, April here. Welcome back for another video. So as many of you may know, my uncle and I renovated my very first house a few years ago, and now it's time to decorate. But first, let's take it back.
That month isn't happening. Come on, we have to. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. I'm gonna be immortalized for my son.
Have a donate, Seth. That's it. Time, mother sucker.
Watch some more. Fall back.
Everything they loved was about to vanish. They went in search of justice. And found each other. Stronger. Their courage or their boldness. You be the judge.
Alright, so let me tell y'all why I had to fire my painter. It's a long story, so grab your popcorn, grab your drink, get you some M&Ms, grab your tea. Let me come in here so y'all can hear me better because my uncle's on the phone. I didn't want to put all of that work on him because my uncle is doing a lot in this house, right? So I was like, you know what, I'll just find another painter. So I remembered that Tony actually works, one of his friends is a painter, right? Where Tony works at. So I asked Tony if he can have his friend come over, look at my house, tell me if he could paint my ceilings and the rest of the house. He was like, sure. So the guy came over, we exchanged numbers. He came and looked at the place, right? So when he came over, he was looking at the ceiling. I'm gonna reenact how he was, right? He was looking at the ceilings. He was like,
yeah, this gonna be a lot of work. This gonna be a lot of work. Man, it's gonna be a lot of patching and blah, blah, blah.
So I'm just looking at him like, really, like he really just trying to get like mad money out of me, basically. I mean, granted, it is a lot of work, but come on. So as he was just looking at the ceilings and the walls in my house and making his comments, I was just thinking of the things that Ken was saying before he began painting my house and when he came to look at my house. And when Ken came to look at my ceilings and stuff, he was like, yeah, this ain't gonna be no problem, we'll just patch it up, prime it, paint it, and you'll be good to go. Like, he made it no issue. But this new guy made it like a really big deal, like my ceilings were in such bad shape, and oh my gosh, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I can do it, blah blah blah. So do you need another number? You need oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, as he's looking around, he's just like
this gonna be a lot of work, and he pacing back and forth, like, man, I don't know how much I'm gonna charge you. This is gonna be a lot of work. Blah, blah, blah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking to my head, all right, dude, like, you gonna do it or not? So he agreed to do it. He gave me a price, and I feel like that price was kind of high. I only asked for the ceilings first, and just for the ceilings, I feel like his price was a little but I agreed to it anyway. So he was like,
yeah, I can come here. I can start Monday, and your ceilings will be done by Friday. I'll come after work, and I'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'll be done by Friday.
And I'm like, perfect, great, because I really wanted my ceilings done. So Monday comes, and he gets here at 5 o'clock, and he comes, drops his stuff off, and he starts working. And with painting ceilings over, you have to sand the ceilings, right? So he came here. That's what he did, y'all.
Oh yeah, it's still working.
So he came here and he started working on in this room first. He came here and he got on this ladder, this green ladder, and he took a sanding block. He took a sanding block and started scrubbing the ceiling like that. So I'm looking at him like thinking, is this dude really, he got a sanding block? So in my time of watching Ken and my uncle, you don't take no sanding block. Like you're making it mad difficult and you're doing mad extra work. You take a pole like this is my uncle's. You take a pole like this that has sandpaper on the back, and you take the pole and you scrub the ceiling. Much easier than taking a sanding block. So he's scrubbing it with the sanding block and all the stuff falling in his face. And mind you, I got all the supplies here. I was like, do you need a mask? Like, do you need glasses? He was like,
No, I'm good. Still scrubbing like that.
like, he's still scrubbing like that. So I'm like, all right. So mind you, he came after work. He's a painter now. So he came here after work in his work clothes and still in his painting clothes. And he's on the ladder sanding, and all the sand is coming down him on his clothes. And so he gets down and he was like,
You know what? I'm gonna just stop right here because I should have just brought my suit. Because I didn't know it was gonna be all this sand. I should have just brought my suit. So I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna come tomorrow and I'm gonna come prepared with my suit.
so I'm like, all right, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, you already in work clothes. Like, you're already in painting, dirty clothes. Why does it matter if you get sand on the dirty clothes that you have now versus a dirty suit? That's what I'm thinking. But I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, you know, that's fine. So he left. Did a little bit of sanding, but he left. And then Tuesday, he comes back. Always showed up on time, always at 5 o'clock, sometimes a little earlier. So he came back Tuesday and did more sanding. He caulked some of the hallway. He cut some of the what you call it, the popcorn, some of the popcorn that was still left. He cut some of that out and he caulked the corners and towards the edge of the ceiling. So pretty much that's what he did on Tuesday, and he stayed maybe an hour and a half on Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. He told me he was gonna be done by Friday. So it's Tuesday, you know, he really didn't do much. He left early. My ceiling still look the same. Sorry, I'm coming in here because my uncle's on the phone and I want y'all to be able to hear me and I don't want to really disturb him. But anyway, so yeah, that was Tuesday. And then Wednesday, where my phone at? Yesterday, I get a text from him that says,
Hey, I'm gonna take today off. I'm a little tired, but I'll see you tomorrow.
I said, okay. But in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I hope that means you're gonna do overtime Thursday and Friday because you're supposed to be done with my ceilings by Friday. So I'm irritated with that, but you know, I let it slide, whatever. So today, Thursday comes and he gets here at 5 o'clock. Mind you, ooh, I'm missing so much, girl. He gets here at 5 o'clock and y'all know my ceiling, right? I showed y'all earlier how my uncle had to cut the ceiling out, and that's all patched up and done. So he gets here and my uncle is explaining to him, you know, the work that he had to do. But before that, before he came, my uncle had asked me, he was like, do you want me to repair the ceiling or do you want him to do it? And I was like, no, I want you to do it. Like, I already know the type of work you do, you're gonna do it right. Like, just from my experience so far with this guy, I don't even want him to touch my ceiling in that manner. So my uncle worked all morning to get the ceiling prepped for him, so when he comes in the afternoon today at 5 o'clock, he can get started and finish working on the ceiling or whatever. So he gets here, my uncle is explaining to him you know, I had to repair the ceiling. I don't know if you noticed, but you know, it was hanging low and it needed to be repaired. So the guy's like,
oh no, I ain't even noticed that. You know, I really ain't even been looking at the ceilings like that.
and mind you, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm looking at him like, what you mean you ain't been looking at the ceilings like that? Like, that's all you've been looking at since you've been here. What you mean you ain't noticed that? Anyway, so he's like,
Yeah, I really ain't noticed.
so my uncle is like, yeah, so I just left it as that. I just put the new drywall up for you and I didn't tape it because I know you the one that's working on the ceilings. I just wanted to, you know, do the prep work for you and let you finish it off. And so he goes,
Oh no, you can go ahead and finish that off, you know. I don't want to interrupt. No, you go ahead and do that.
now, I know y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about, but when you do repair to drywall, once you get your drywall up, you have to put like a tape on the seams. I don't know what kind of tape it's called. I guess I'm gonna call it drywall tape. So you gotta put tape on it and then you mud it, right? So I'm gonna show you. You can probably, yeah, you can see the tape right there, and then the mud on top. So my uncle was like, yeah, I ain't taping, you know, I just left that for you because you're the one that's doing the ceilings. So he was like,
No, you can go ahead and do that.
so my uncle reiterated again, no, I just left it for you, you know, you the one that's doing the ceiling. And so he's like,
No, you go ahead and do it.
he insisted that my uncle tape this up, right? So after that, he goes back into this room. Mind you, he's been working on this room for 3 days. I'm sorry, 2, because he skipped Wednesday. So he's been working on this room. So he goes back to sand that room, and then after a while he comes back and he was like, what he asked you, uncle, about the tape? He was like, oh, do you think I need to tape? Yeah. So he came back to my uncle. He was like, oh, you think I need to tape? Yeah, he's like,
You think that gotta be taped, or can I just go over it and mud it?
and when he said that, I was just thinking, like, I know, I'm not even a painter or a person that does drywall. I know that has to be taped. Like, so for you to ask that is kind of like, are you even a real painter? Like, what do you mean does that have to be taped? Yes, that's a mandatory step. Like, you have to do that. So my uncle was like, yeah, it gotta be taped. So I'm like, so my uncle was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and tape it. So I'm thinking to myself, thank you, because Lord. So my uncle just goes ahead and agrees to tape it, and then he goes back and starts sanding, and then he starts taking off his suit. And then he was like,
all right, lady, I'll see you tomorrow.
and I'm like, I'm looking at him like, what you mean you'll see me tomorrow? So you can really see, like, the expression on my face tells you exactly what I'm thinking. So he goes on to explain how this room is already prepped and he's done, and I can be primed tomorrow. And he's gonna prime this room and then prime the foyer tomorrow. And I was like, well, why don't you just go ahead and continue to prep this room? He hasn't even touched the living room ceiling at all. Everything that's been done to the ceiling, my uncle did it. So I was just like, well, why don't you just go ahead and start prepping, you know, the living room ceiling? And he's like, well, you know, I gotta wait for your uncle to tape up that drywall first. And I'm like, well, what about the rest of the ceiling? Like, you can go ahead and patch this up. Like, everything else can be patched. You don't even have to worry about that. And then he was like,
well, that's just gonna be a lot of double work
or something like that. So I'm like, all right, okay, that's fine. At that point, I just wanted him to leave. I was just so annoyed. So yeah, he left. So that was pretty much it. He stayed for an hour. So I'm just so annoyed because he worked for like an hour on Monday, worked an hour and a half maybe on Tuesday, skipped Wednesday, and then come Thursday and you only stay for an hour. Literally, he stayed for an hour. And I'm just annoyed because it's Thursday and you said that my ceilings were going to be done tomorrow, Friday. And my ceilings look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. Do you see a difference? I don't. I don't see a difference at all. No, he didn't come on with it. No. So he skipped. How you gonna skip a whole day and then come the next day and only say 1 hour? Who does? Oh. So yeah. So that was that. And it was, oh, and then girl, so the mud that he was using, it was just little stuff that he was doing that I just felt very uneasy about it. Like the mud that he was using was 5-minute mud. And just from watching the people that have been working on my house, watching the stuff that they use, the tools that they use, I was like, 5-minute mud. When Ken did my whole back of the house, he used mud that you gotta mix and you use the water. My uncle used the same mud, and when he came in here with that bucket with pink mud in it, trying to patch my ceilings, it was like, what? And then my uncle was like, yeah, I don't even know what that is. I never heard of that. Like, are you a real painter or not? Come on, dude. You came in here with pink mud. You came in here with a sanding block and not even a real pole, like, to sand somebody's ceilings. What? I'm just so annoyed. I'm just so annoyed. Oh, and then I planned for him to do my ceilings and also to paint this hallway over. Yeah, so he said he was gonna start painting the hallway, and I was like, can you just hold off on the hallway and just do my ceilings? Like, I need my ceilings done by Saturday. Tony is coming to put my lights up on Saturday. My ceilings gotta be done. And then he had the nerve to say, he was joking, but he had the nerve to say,
man, you messing up my schedule. You messing up my schedule.
Messing up your schedule? I'm not on your schedule. You're on my schedule. I'm the house owner. I'm the one that's paying. I'm the customer. You're on my schedule. I'm messing up your schedule. You told me it was gonna be done by Friday. Like, you're messing me up. You're messing me up. I just want this stuff done and you're blowing me. So yeah, that was that. So I had to fire him. Yeah, I told him that I no longer needed his services, and I'm going to go about other avenues to finish to pay my house, and I'll pay you for the work that you've done, which isn't a lot, clearly. So yeah, he was like, no prob. All right, great. So yeah, I'm very annoyed. Very annoyed because I wanted this done. Like, my ceilings are not even primed yet. They're not primed. And it's Thursday. And you were supposed to be done when? Tomorrow? And then I came in here to look at the work that he's done so far, and he said that this room is ready to be primed. Now, mind you, you gotta sand, you gotta make sure that it's flat, because with a ceiling, the ceiling has to be perfect. Like, you can literally see all imperfections when it comes to a ceiling, so you cannot cut corners when it comes to this. So I'm in here looking at what he was going to prime tomorrow, and look at this. You see that? You see all that texture right there? He was gonna leave my ceiling like that and paint over that. You probably really can't see over here, but you see all of that is texture. All of that is texture, and if you paint over that, it's gonna come right through. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. So he was really about to paint my ceilings like this, mind you. And then let me tell you, the condition of the ceilings in the back of the house were the same condition as the front of the house. And look at my ceiling. Actually, let me come in the room. I'll show you. You see how good these ceilings look? Sorry I keep going in and out because it's just a white background, but I think I showed y'all in a previous vlog what my ceilings look like. But do you see that? Do you see how perfect, how white, no imperfections? Do you see that? That's what a good painter does. And this used to look like that. And do you see what he was gonna paint over? Girl, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed because my ceiling should have been done by now and I could have been painting my cabinets. But I'm not painting my cabinets because I couldn't go get my cabinets because you want to lollygag and not paint my ceiling. Like, what the? Like, are you a real painter? Like, you came in here with a bucket of 5-minute mud. What? Real painters don't use 5-minute mud. Come on. Let me show you this. I probably don't care, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Let me show you this paint. I mean, this mud bucket.
Perfect house is out there.
Spackle. Spackle. That's what that was. This is the good stuff, okay? This is what real painters use. This stuff. This. Not no 5-minute mud. Not no pink spackle. Pink spackle. Come on. Come on. Gosh. Anyway. That's that. I'm not really upset because I know in the end it's all gonna work out. My ceilings are gonna look bomb. They're gonna look nice and flat and perfect. Okay. I'm just irritated because he wasted my whole week. He wasted a week. He wasted a week. Literally a week. A week. A week. A whole week. Okay, so what we're working on today is my uncle did some mudding in the kitchen. Yeah, so there's some mudding back here, still wet over there. Right now he's working on the guest bathroom. I did have a medicine cabinet in the guest bathroom that I wanted him to remove. So he removed that and also removed the mirror. The medicine cabinet was right here, so we're just gonna put some drywall up just to cover that. Yep, and he's gonna start priming in here and do the ceiling. Paint the ceiling. Right now he's taking the doors off for me. Oh, hold on. Hello?
Hi, is this April?
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, this is Chris with Drywall Button.
Hi.
Hi, can you give me your number?
Oh, yes. He told me you were going to be calling. Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. So, I'm not sure what he told you, but I need my ceilings painted. Okay, so like I was saying, yeah, he's taking the doors down for me because I need to paint them over, or just the front of the door over, because I need to paint it with a semi-gloss finish, and right now it has a satin finish on it, so it needs to be semi-gloss to match the trim. So I'm just gonna do one coat on each of the doors. So that's what I'm about to start working on now. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because like y'all know, last time it took me forever to do the doors, but I was actually doing them from scratch. So now that it actually has the color on it, I'm just trying to get the finish. So I don't think it'll take long at all. Okay, so I did one door and I put one coat on there and it looks amazing. I love it. It took me, so I want to say it took me like less than 20 minutes to do that door, maybe 15. So I'm just gonna go ahead and knock all of the doors out today. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so as I'm painting the doors, I told y'all my uncle is working on the guest bathroom and he started painting the trim, I think. So we got this door off and we got that door off, and let's see, we got the trim being painted. Oh, is that the gray screen?
Yeah, this is building something in the can. I just wanted the can, but I'm just using it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just using a primer. I'm gonna prime as well.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prime it up to everything and get it ready to paint.
I got a whole nother can of that I don't want to use. You want to use that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Okay. Perfect. So, all right. So I'm gonna go get that other can of gray screen, which is this color that I did not like, and I purchased 2 gallons of it. So he's just gonna use that as the primer. See, okay, I'm not wasting money after all. All right, perfect. That's awesome. Okay, that makes me feel better, because I told y'all Sherwin-Williams paint is expensive, okay? OD expensive. It's depending on the paint. Well, the paint that I got, I always got the Harmony paint, and that's an easy 60 bucks per gallon. Yeah, and you need more than 1 gallon to paint a room. So yeah, that just goes to show you how expensive. Oh wait, never mind. This is a different color. Oh, this is that dark green color that we had did the first time in the green room that I didn't like. So no, I don't have a gallon of that. I thought I did. Oh well. Oh well. I got a whole bucket of primer anyway. He just wanted to use that little bit up. Yep, got this whole thing of primer. Hopefully that lasts for the entire house. I don't know. Let me see. Is this? Oh, I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Could have sworn I did. Yeah, here's a whole gallon of this gray screen. Okay. Put this right here. Oops, sorry. Cool. The wall's been, or the hole has been patched up already. That's where the medicine cabinet was. Hey, so I just wanted to share something with y'all that I've been told quite a few times during the renovation process of my house. I was in the middle of changing the filter for my AC, and I've been told that during a renovation you want to change this off as often as possible, because with all of the dust and like debris and stuff that gets caught up within the house during your renovations, you know, you want to make sure that you're keeping your filter and stuff changed out as often as possible. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. I just wanted to share that for anybody that may not have known, because you can definitely mess up your system if you keep these bad filters in for too long. So look how dirty this is. And I just changed this a couple of weeks ago. And this is a clean filter. Clean, dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. I'm gonna put my new one in. Okay. Close that. So yeah, if you're in the middle of renovations, make sure you change out your filters. I try to change mine out. I generally change mine out once a month. But when we're renovating like this every day, I try to change them out like once every 2 weeks or so. Alright, so what are we doing now? Let me turn this down. Sorry. So right now, I finished all of the bedroom doors, and right now I'm painting the trims to the bedroom doors. For the same reason I'm painting the doors over, so that the finish can match the door. The finish on the trim can match the door. So yeah, I have the one to my bedroom. I'll do that in the morning because it's kind of dark in that area, so I want to wait until I have a lot of daylight. Am I blurry? Okay. And I'm about to work on this one next. And yeah, so my uncle finished priming the bathroom. Look how good that looks. It's amazing what paint can do. Amazing. So right now he's about to paint the ceiling, and he's going to paint tomorrow and paint the trim. So yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. I'm gonna finish up this trim. He's gonna paint the ceiling, and we will be done. I look crazy. It's been a long day, but well worth it.